Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyazibuka ama reality shows ethu alla eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Siyaphinda ke futhi sikhuluma ngama celebrities kanye nama YouTubers ethu alla eMzansi. If it is your first time joining me today and you really like my content, do not forget to press the subscribe button la ngezansi and the notification bell ukuze uthole umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. Kanti ke futhi there's so many other ways to support this channel. There is a like button which you can press right now because it's free. There's a thanks button. Uma ngabe uholile kuyi-15 ku-25 ku-8 ufuna ukusipha imali, kanti futhi there are adverts on this video if you want to financially support the channel. You guys, today I'm going to do the full review of episode 6 of Nganele. Nganele is a spin-off show from the show Makoti Are You The One? The disaster that was waiting to happen with the in-laws. So the idea of the show, the original show, was for a couple that wants to get married, they're engaged or whatever, or preparing to get married, for the woman to go to the man's family and spend time with them and see if she gets along with them, and at the end they decide if they get engaged or not. The family can decide if they accept the person or not, and obviously most families were horrible to the woman, and the woman, they expected a woman to work as a slave, which didn't work for some of the women. But hey, anyway, you guys, I know, ridiculous, the things that a woman has to go through in this lifetime. Anyway, you guys, Nganele, they chose some of those couples because sometimes when you watch a show like that, you sort of kind of want to see what happens with the couples after the show is done. Okay, so this is exactly what is happening with Nganele. We are getting to see 3 couples after the show. We could see what happens. Okay, and obviously they're choosing the most dramatic stories here. So they have chosen Ntando Ntombi, and then Umkhonto noCina. They have chosen Obama, who is Sipho, with Lorna. Okay. And today I'm going to talk about a little bit more about Lorna and Nosipho, and then I'm going to talk about the other scenes that took place in this episode. Okay, so Lorna and Nosipho, after the show, she falls pregnant. Lorna, she has a baby. But the thing about Nosipho was that when he did that show, which was Makoti Are You The One, he had another girlfriend that nobody knew about on the show. Nobody knew about the girlfriend on the show. But what he did was that he took Lorna to the mother's side of the family, to Kotiza there, while the father side of the family knew another girl. This girl is now back. She's talking about the fact that she's going to be married to Obama or whatever. I'm like, girl, are you serious about life? Because this is real life. This is not us practicing for the next season. This is the season. It's the one and only season we are going to do in life. Are you sure? You sure that is the guy that you want to marry? The one that took another girl to a TV show and promised to marry her and all of that. You are sure that that's the guy you want? Because just a reminder, this is not practice. We are actually living real life. That's the guy you want. She says yes, guys. She says yes. I just heard her say yes. Yes, so the girl wants to marry this guy. So now they do have a baby. Now the father side of the family was shocked to see Obama promising another girl to marry her on TV and all of that. They're like, huh, what happened? And also that when the girl was going to Kotiza, she didn't come to them. She's going to another family, which is the mother's side of Obama. Okay. Now they have a baby. He is back with the girl that he had left behind. Crazy. I know. The fact that the girl has taken him back, crazy. I know. But women do that sometimes, okay? Yes, you can be very intelligent as a woman and very educated, and you could be running businesses and whatever. But when it comes to choosing a man, Obama is the one. Okay, fine. So now Lorna has a baby. Obama is saying that he feels like the baby is not his. Guys, listen, I've watched a little bit of Makoti Are You The One? I haven't finished watching it because I didn't watch all of it when it was playing at the time. So I haven't seen anything that gives me the reason to think that this baby, Lorna, might not be Obama's, okay? But Obama is very convinced that this baby might not be his. Lorna is saying that there is no way that this baby is not Obama's. Okay, so she is sure about it. So in this whole thing, of course, you guys, like, izinto zama TV shows like this, and all of that, now it's outside of the norm when it comes to us black families. And then also the engagement thing, getting engaged on national TV and all of that, those things engagement yona itself nje siyayenza guys, but because an engagement is a man saying, would you please marry me, and a woman says yes. And remember, you guys, for abelungu and all of that, they don't pay lobola. So the lobola is a guy going on his knees and saying, would you marry me? That's a lobola for the guy. Okay, for black families, if I just go get engaged to a guy that they don't know about on national TV, the confusion with the uncles and the grandmothers and the aunties and the whatever, they are like, when did he pay lobola? Because for us, the engagement is a guy coming to your house and saying, ngizocela isihlobo esihle, nazi izinkomo, basho ukuthi siyabonga le inkomo kodwa sicela ezinye futhi, uphinde ubuye ufunde ukuthi nazi ezinye, baphinde bathi siyabonga futhi lethe ezinye, uphinde lethe ezinye futhi, but yeah, now we are settled. That's an engagement for us. So for us, it does not make sense to get engaged before amalobolo, because you get home, bakubonile upostile lapha ku Instagram ukuthi engage, you get home, the grandmothers, the aunties, the uncles are waiting like this, ukuthi who took the lobola. How did you say yes without the lobola? Yabo. So the whole concept of engagement, so obviously now families are confused, just as confused. What happened? Okay, fine, you guys. Now there is a baby now. Obama is back with the old girlfriend. Lorna is stuck with the baby now, but obviously the relationship is over. Now the family is coming back now, Lorna, to say, okay, fine, we might be angry with you with what you did and all of that, going on this national TV show and all of that, but now there is a baby. At the end of the day, we need to know what this baby. They tried in the last episode to go by Obama, umama ka Lorna, uncle, and I guess go cousin or whatever, baya kuboka Lorna, no kuboka Obama. Mama fika Obama, bafika ntambama in the evening. Obama's family was like, no, buyani emin. I don't know if there was load shedding, that they felt like, excuse me, they can't see the baby, it's load shedding. Angas, but it looked like it looked like the lights were on, and I'm like, you can see the baby, because the African DNA, guys, we don't draw blood for African DNA. African DNA, you just need a grandmother to look at the baby and be like, oh, okay, no, the ears, the nose, the hand, they look at this, the hand, they're like, yeah, this one belongs to the family. And a lot of the times they will call the oldest grandmother to look at the baby, And grandmother's one piece. So if the baby, if the DNA is 99.999%, everybody can see, because the baby looks like everybody else, the ears, the hand, the chin, But when they are not sure, the grandmother, when the DNA is 0.00%, the grandmother would just say, no, yes, ufana nobani. He looks like the uncle. You remember the uncle that died in 1985? Yeah, he looks like him. Yeah, it's our baby. Yes, it's exactly. We never took photos of this uncle, but he looks like him, and the baby, because grandmother's one piece. That is our African DNA. So they wanted to do the African DNA. The family yaga Obama like, no, come when there is light, because the grandmother can't see, They didn't say, but I suspect that maybe it was dark, so they thought the grandmother is not going to be able to see the ears, see the eyes, see the eyebrows, because every family has something, Every family has something. So now they go back. So now they were still preparing to go back again. Okay, and Obama had requested a DNA test. Okay. And Lorna now is in conflicts, because the mother still wants to complete that process, the traditional one, ukuthi baphindele ka Lorna ingane yoboniswa, babeze ukuthi bayivuma ingane or abayivumi, because uma bengayivumi then it means ingane yabo as a family. Okay, now Obama is calling Lorna to say, I'm at the DNA place, can you come? She's talking to her cousins, guys, I'm conflicted right now because I want to wait for my mother to do what she needs to do. But I have been wanting to do a DNA for my child because I just want to make sure that, that is clarify when it comes to identity. I feel like I owe Nganele that. But at the same time, I don't want to go against the words of my mom. She speaks to her mom on the phone. The mother says, is very stern in saying, listen, you are an adult, so you can make a decision to say, you want to do a DNA if you want to, but no, if you do that DNA, me and your uncle are out of indaba zakho from now on, okay? She goes to the DNA place. Obviously, Obama had arrived first. Funniest scene ever because he's scared ukuthi bazomhlaba ngenaliti. Angazi ukuthi uvela because we watch these shows so much on TV where people are doing about DNA tests. We already know because you don't need a needle anyway nobody to actually do a DNA. We all know ukuthi kuya swap. Okay, now he's asking ukuthi ke uzohlatshwa ngenaliti na, and I'm like, yo guys, one is a guy who is scared of inality. I'm like, no. Why uyakwenza njani ngempela back then besaphatha umkhonto? Why uyophatha kanjani umkhonto? Mawusabi inality, guys, Obama is just one of those guys that you are like sissy, like anybody on data will be like, sissy, are you serious? Are you sure? Because he's that type of a guy. So now I find Lorna eventually decides, I guess because honestly you guys, it was already set up that they were going to shoot the scene there at the DNA place. Okay, she arrives with the baby and sits down. I guess the nurse was thinking now, okay, finally we get to do, is it a nurse who does it or what, whoever who works there? Okay, I'll say a nurse just for the purpose of this video. And then she gets there and Obama, she has a baby with her, obviously umbozile umntwana. I guess nje ubecika na ukuthi this one is here, yabo, umbozile umntwana with the baby there. So Obama doesn't even say, hi unjani, how is the baby, nothing about the baby. I don't understand, you guys. Yes, you are not sure that this is your baby, but this actually might be your baby. And this can't say hamba when question ilokuzana DNA yomntwana, but you might be missing out while we're now ukubingelela nje umntwana, guys, and see the baby and hold the baby. I don't know if Lorna would have said yes to that, but I'm just thinking he should have attempted. What can I say hi to the baby? Okay, fine. The nurse is now saying it's okay, now can we move forward? Lorna is like, no, hold on, you guys, I'm not going to do a DNA today. The nurse is like, why? It's like, she makes them listen to the voice note that the mother sent. She's like, listen, I'm conflicted. I do want to do a DNA eventually, but I can't go against my mother's word. I have to wait until they have done what they're supposed to do with traditionally with my uncle, and then maybe we can move forward. So the nurse, I'm thinking the nurse was thinking, you are already here, like, you're not going to allow us to just swap the babies. She's like, no, I'm not going. Obama is like, in the diary section, obviously this baby is not mine. Okay, I think that he is looking for that baby to not be his, and I'm kind of hoping that it's not, even though Lorna is so sure, because really honestly, you guys, that baby, how is that child going to be okay with a father like that? No child deserves a father like that, honestly. Like, I'm not even joking about it. So okay, fine. The next asks, what's holding the things right now? She says, no, my family requested a meeting with Obama's family. Obama never showed up that day. Obama says he didn't know. He says that they've requested a meeting, so that meeting hasn't happened. We can't move forward until that meeting has happened. Obama says, listen, there was only a two of us when we met the baby, so this thing we can settle between the two of us. But I feel like, no, but it wasn't just the two of you, because you were on Makoti. Are you the one, you took her to your family? So obviously the families were involved. So what is the problem with them being involved now? Okay, fine, you guys. So it's final that she's not gonna do a DNA test. Obama thinks that that's a sign that it's not his baby. He walks out, utubile, she walks out, I guess, just to go home. Okay, listen, you guys, I do feel like eventually Lorna will have to do a DNA test, but I do feel like it would have been difficult for her to do it on TV, because obviously her mother is going to see that she did it, and she's trying to gain her mother's trust back, because obviously her mother is still upset about the fact that she did the original TV show, and everything that went on with her and Obama was not approved by the family, nor was it understood by the family. Now the baby came out of that situation that her mother was not happy about, so she's trying to fix things. So I get it, I get it, but I feel like eventually she will have to do it, because at the end of the day her child would have to know for sure that is my father. The one that is crazy acting like that, test 99.99%, so there was it, you guys. Another thing, you guys, was Ntlanta's grandmother, the evil I'm sorry, guys. The evil grandmother. Because Ntlanta's mother is exactly like her. They're sitting there under the tree. Hey guys, there's something wrong with the in-laws, eh? Hey guys, if you have loving and reasonable in-laws, write in the comment section, please. We want to know that they exist. I'm an in-law. I am very unreasonable as an in-law, okay? I'm joking, guys. Anyway, you guys, they're having a conversation. Unzwakele has changed. He's not behaving the way that he behaved. Apparently, after Unzwakele left that day, because he was upset, he ran out and went. Ntombi came back to say goodbye to them, because at that time Ntombi was saying, but you can't just leave, because now you haven't said goodbye to them. Go and say goodbye. Apparently, she came back to say, listen, but didn't know, because in-laws sometimes even a good thing is a bad thing to them. Why did she come back in? Now they're deciding that they are going to go and see them. I was like, oh Lord Jesus, now wants to go and see where they live, because in grandmother okay, and I'm like, hey, this is gonna be a challenge for Ntombi, but I feel like it's gonna be a little bit different, because obviously where they live, that's where they have created their home, the two of them. So it's gonna be Ntombi's space basically, and I know that mother is gonna want to come and tell her what to do, and I hope that Ntombi is not going to allow that, because it's different. My Semzini, yeah, they can do the crazy stuff, but when they're in their space, they can say or whatever, but so it's gonna be interesting to see if Ntombi is going to put her foot down and be able to stand up for herself. Okay, now you guys, there is a scene also that they shot, which was not Ntlanhla Mkhonto's family. It's an aftermath. After, it's a day after the whole dramatic meeting. The sister-in-law, abanayo yini impilo, guys. Ngizohlala nje noma wami uthi hey wema, hey umakoti every day nje mina, hey umakoti wema, hey umakoti kaMdu. Sengisho phela my brother, umakoti kaMdu. Abanayo impilo labantu. Anyway, I guess better, because they shooting the show, they have to be talking about her all the time. But I'm like, yeah. You know what I really dislike about family, when they say, because they want to seem like they're so nice. We love Ugcina. Yes, we love her. I'm like, yane. Nicabanga ukuthi sizalwa izolo. Maye ngekho amakhamera nethi awunisidina lo. Anyway, so while they're sitting and talking about what happened the day before, they're saying that she must sorry guys, they're saying that she must come and apologize to the family about what happened, because she was crying, she was dramatic. Okay, fine, she might need to come and apologize, fine. But the mother gets a call, which I think it's a call that took place earlier on. I think she had called earlier on. Maybe she told the producers because it seemed weird on that phone call. She was like, yeah, oh, okay, all right. It didn't sound like she's talking to anybody. So I felt like maybe she told the producers that just to check on us, and they were like, okay, just sit here with the sister and pretend as if you are talking to her, okay, and then talk about what you talked about on the phone call. And she says Gutsuqina is calling to just check on them. How was it after yesterday's meeting and whatever. And then they're like, oh, guys, it's a positive thing that she's calling. I know she was dramatic. Nama even said, okay, she was a little bit over dramatic, but I felt like she was also being attacked, okay. But I feel like it's a good thing that she's calling to check on the mother. Now the sister is like, so Ugcina can't do anything right. If she's doing anything good, there must be something behind it. They're like, no, I'm like, guys, there is no pleasing the you can take your whole salary and give them every month and be like, Ntanda so much that I will give you my salary and my pay slip and put you on my medical aid. That is how much I love you. They will still not like you. They will say, oh, buka nje usinike salary yakhe, usinika isalary yakhe kodwa akasinika umuzi wakhe. Anyway, you guys, that was it, you guys, for today. I'm just wondering if really, honestly, Nganele, I feel like I'm getting a flu, or it's because of the fan. If Nganele is really going to go and visit Nganele and Ntombi, but you guys, I think it's going to be good TV nonetheless, because then we're going to see how they interact with each other in that space. Yes, you guys, but another disaster is coming. Anyway, you guys, I would like to hear from you in the comment section. Do you think Lorna should have just gone ahead and done the DNA, even though her mother was saying she shouldn't? And you think that there's any doubt? And those who watched Umakoti, are you the one, guys? Akhona yini izinto ezenzekayo in that season that would make Obama to say ukuthi ngane akuyona yakhe? Please share with me in the comment section, and also do not forget to like the video and share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginethanda kakhulu.